Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Amir Mohammed Shahsawarani from AUA Framework team. So pleased to have you by my side here. In the third video, we want to just explain other issues related to our AUA framework on the basis of .NET Framework 8. As we have told you before, AUA Framework resembles ASP.NET Unique Architecture Framework that is a ready-to-use template for ASP.NET core projects, both back-end and front-end. In previous videos, we have spoken and showed the ways to get the AUA framework from internet, the free version, and how to download it, how to installing and setting up AUA framework, as well as establishing its database, namely using add migration and update database via entity framework core console. In this video, we want to take a deep look into AUA framework modules, layers, and other infrastructures all together. So back to our project. As you were remembering, we firstly told about the layers. First layer is domain entities layer, in which we've put the project, AUA project named domain entities. In domain entities, we have three parts, namely entities config or configuration files, and tools. In entities, we've made a template with the name accounting in a folder. As you can see, that we've just put all the entities for a model here. We made account aggregate, which you can see here, and I hope, okay. As you can see, all these issues have some base entities, like domain entity, username, user ID, password, credential, and if you come here, you can see it's a record, and all the codes are so clear. You can just serve the code, serve the files, serve the classes, and understand everything so simply. Account credentials, password security, okay? That's everything you need about the formula of making entities lies here. For simple, or we can say a shortcut maybe, you can just see how we've made entities here and make yours. For example, first of all, we suggest you from AUA Framework team that please make a folder for each of your entities, each of your entity classes, I mean, a wide range, like this. Accounting, for example, you want to make some entity, for example, school or university or a business. I don't know what it is, but you just make a folder and just put entities here. As you can see, for instance, here account rows. Okay, the rows. So simplistic. Then we come here, active access tokens. How to get the token, how to access, and you can see everything has been explained so simplistic here. Then app user aggregate, client aggregate, role aggregates. Okay, for example, this is role. As you can see, all the entities that had been used previously are described and defined here. Role user access, all these so simplicity here. You can see it. Okay, this is for accounting, for example. Okay, it's a sort of enum for user access. Okay, so this is about the entities we do have here, And the next folder, the second folder of domain entities layer is called entities config. We do mean just configuration files. As you know, configuration files should resemble all the entities, and all of these configuration files should bear the class of identity type configuration, and you put the name of the entity here, and in this way ASP core understand, it's the configuration file for that entity. We have just put all the entity configuration files in this folder under the name of the resembling and unique folder which is related to our entities here. You can see, for example, let me close this. Okay, and as you can see, account config, account aggregate, account role config, account access token config, app user config, and app agency, and so forth. Okay, these were these two folders of domain entities. Our third folder is called tools. In the tools folder, we have put some issues that we cannot otherwise use them. For example, first of all, we can see base entities here. What do we mean by base entities? These are the entities that enums, include enums and base issues, base models. For example, base domain entity, base view, domain entity, default data type, audit info, blah, blah, blah. And you can see, okay? And then the next folder of the tools, we have put utilities. We can say these are the helper files. We shall use them. For example, this is the helper file for the password, and as you can see, all the issues we do need for a password, and the helper file for password is put here.